Nagpapatuloy ang ating live coverage ng 2024-25 PBA Commissioner's Cup Semifinals na inyong napapanood ng live sa RPTV simulcast sa PBA Rush at binabati din po namin ang lahat ng ating mga ka-arena na nanonood sa pamamagitan ng ArenaPlus app. Ako po si Anton Roxas para sa X's and O's ArenaPlus Live sama-sama sa arena. At bago tayo magsimula sa ating pangalawang semifinals contest, we'd like to remind everybody to follow our social media accounts at ArenaPlus PH on X, TikTok, and Instagram. At syempre, ArenaPlus on Facebook. And do log on to www.arenaplus.ph to join our more than 600,000 PBA fans para suportahan ang inyong mga paboritong kupunan at syempre, manlalaro. Again, Anton Roxas alongside three-time PBA champion coach and three-time PBA coach of the year, Coach Ryan Gregorio, and of course, one of the PBA's 40 greatest, Coach Ronnie Magsanoc.
Alam mo, itong laban na to, Anton, Coach Ronnie, we saw that in Game 1. It was very close, well fought. Napakaganda ng chess match between our veteran coaches, Coach Shot Reyes of TNT and of course, Coach Shengyao of the Elasto Painters. But in the end, yung championship pedigree ng TNT, yun yung lumabas eh. You remember that this is the third straight semifinals appearance of the Elasto Painters. Para naman dito sa TNT, champion ng Governor's Cup 2023 at 2024. So alam na alam nila maglaro, especially in crunch time situations.
Coach Ronnie, in game number 1, there was emphasis on throwing the ball to Dion Thompson para sa kupunan ng Rain or Shine. But they went away from that a little bit in the third quarter, kaya lumamang itong TNT.
Kaya yung bagay na yan kailangan sa umpisa pa lang muli sa game number 2. Like they did in game number 1 has to be established. The inside presence because Thompson is such a matchup problem. And we saw that. Nahirapan si Kelly Williams, na-foul trouble si Poy Eram. Kaya nga, perhaps because of the youthful exuberance of the Elasto Painters, they tend to shy away from their strength when things go, when push comes to shove. They were able to regain their composure in the fourth quarter. Pero sabi nga ni Coach Ryan, yung championship pedigree, yung winning experience, and yung composure amidst pressure, definitely favored TNT or Chopang Giga in the end. Pero para sa Rain or Shine, yung gap na nakita natin doon sa last conference ay numinipis ng numinipis. And that's a good sign for the Elasto Painters in this matchup against TNT.
Coach Ronnie, binanggit ni Coach Ryan yung championship experience. Jason Castro represented that. 24 points in game number 1, was the player of the game. And again, we have to stress na kailangan na hindi makalimutan itong si Dion Thompson. And of course, always a given. Last conference's best import, Ronde Hollis Jefferson.
What is nice about Dion Thompson is nag-improve yung kanyang laro towards the end of the elimination round and all the way to the quarterfinals. Look at the numbers. Yung head-to-head nila, mas maraming puntos si RHJ, but better field goal shooting, pero napakaliit lang nung diferensya, 46% compared to 44%. Rebounding, 13.7 para rito kay Dion Thompson. Mas mababa si RHJ. But what is so nice every time you have an RHJ is yung kanyang willingness to do everything para lang manalo ang kanyang kupunan. If it is a requirement for him to score, he will demand it, especially towards the end of the game. But what is constant is his ability to play defense, incredible intensity, at yung willingness to win, Coach Sean. Hindi lahat present sa mga players yan eh. Pero ito, nararub off niya yung kanyang kagustuhang manalo, nadadamay yung kanyang mga kakampi.
At ano naman, yung epekto nun, yung kagustuhan ni RHJ na manalo sa kanilang mga katunggali sa Rain or Shine, Coach Ronnie.
Lumaban naman ang gusto si Dion Thompson. Unfortunately, he had 7 of his teams over 20 turnovers. Kumasa ng gusto si Dion Thompson. Mas maganda nga yung pinakita niya rito kaysa ron sa first elimination round matchup nila na kung saan nanalo sila. Eventually, when it comes to closing out games, that is something that Thompson has to be better. Protecting the basketball has something to be a constant likewise for this talented reinforcement. But for them to come out on top, numbers in the post, rim protection has once again to be at a high level for Dion Thompson.
Definitely something that we will take note of as we go along with our coverage. But as we said, moments away from game number 2 of this matchup sa pagitan ng TNT at ng Rain or Shine. So let's turn it over right now to the panel. This has been your X's and O's ArenaPlus Live. Sama-sama sa Arena.
Sa ArenaPlus.
At nagbabalik tayo for our halftime discussion dito sa X's and O's ArenaPlus live coverage of the PBA dito lang sa ArenaPlus app.
Patuloy na dumadami nga tayo mga ka-astig. Kaya naman enjoy mag-hashtag sama-sama sa arena. Paramdam naman namin o paramdaman naman nyo kami rather by liking, following, and subscribing to our at ArenaPlus PH social media accounts. Siyempre, we are also on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at ArenaPlus PH. At ang ating halftime score ay 54-44 in favor of TNT. Parang kaya pa.
44, yes,
Yeah, parang
okay.
kaya pa natin eh.
At
Kaya
dahil
pang lumaban.
dyan, magbe-bet tayo ngayon.
Ooh, okay.
Pasok. Screen.
Pasok.
Okay, so there are actually many
Yes.
betting options available. So there's
Okay.
like money line kung gusto nyo head-to-head. There's also handicap if you want to take a little risk na may
Oh, okay.
minus points yung in favor.
And then we click PBA Commissioner's Cup. And after that, alright, so what about when we say home and away for our first time bettors? Like, how does it go?
So home and away, ito yung head-to-head nila. So home, yung returns nyo is 3.47.
3.47.
What this means that this is the riskier bet.
Oh.
So like the higher stakes, the higher returns.
Higher stakes, higher returns.
So sa
Okay.
mga brave dyan, ito ang i-bet nyo. Pero
So
sa mga,
kailangan risky rin pala
Oo,
tayo,
pero
brave tayo.
pero dun sa mga gusto ng medyo sure ball, ito ang i-bet nyo kasi
Away.
Oo, mababa lang yung returns pero mas sure kayong mananalo kayo. At diba dito sa ArenaPlus, sama-sama tayo sa panalo. So we will bet now 200 pesos on the
200
screen.
pesos to take it away.
Well, since 10 points lang naman yung lamang, let's do the riskier bet. So let's bet on this. Okay,
bet.
200.
200 and click bet.
O diba? Swipe, click, bet. Sobrang easy lang ng system ng ArenaPlus. Kaya saan pa kayo? Dito na kayo. Sama-sama pa sa panalo.
Sama-sama nga tayo mga ka-arena. So invite your friends and maybe, di ba, yung
Friends,
kapamilya.
family, acquaintances.
Alright. Pero
yun,
wait, what did we do? Anong betting option yung
ang
ginawa
ginawa
natin?
natin ngayon ay money line, pero meron din ng
Money line.
ArenaPlus ng over and under. Yun naman yung combined score. So,
Aha.
kunwari, 50, 60. Kunwari lang.
Kunwari lang yun, yung
so,
numbers na
do
yun.
the math.
Okay.
110. So, over or under 110 point.
Is this parang you add the
Yes,
scores?
you add the scores.
I'm
and
so
then,
great.
Wow, you're so smart in betting. Yun,
Okay.
and then, yun, basta ang dami pa
ang
mga parlay,
daming-
ganun-ganun.
Yes.
Kayo na bahala magkalikot ng apa.
Yes, for sure rin kayo na nga bahala mga ka-arena. Once again, wag nga nating kalimutan na sundan nga kami sa inyong mga social media accounts. We are at ArenaPlus PH on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
Tama, yan. And when we come back, simulcast na rin ulit tayo on RPTV and PBA Rush for the breakdown of the first half with Anton Roxas, Coach Ryan, and Coach Ronnie. Bye!
Sa ArenaPlus.
Nagbabalik ang ating live coverage ng 2024-25 PBA Commissioner's Cup Semifinals. And at the half, ang ating talaan, 54 para sa Barangay Ginebra, San Miguel. And of course, TNT Tropang Giga. And 44 naman para sa Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Paalala lang po sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayon, do follow our ArenaPlus accounts at ArenaPlus PH on X, TikTok, and Instagram. And do check out ArenaPlus on Facebook as well. And log on to www.arenaplus.ph to join our more than 600,000 fans para supportan ang inyong mga paboritong kuponan. At syempre, manlalaro. Anton Roxas working alongside Coach Ryan Gregorio and Coach RG after a 24-all tally sa dulo ng ating first quarter. TNT went on a 14-0 run para simulan ang second quarter.
Excellent start of the second quarter para rito sa Tropang Giga. At ang rason doon is, ito kasing si RHJ hindi nagpapahinga. He played a total of 24 minutes in the first two quarters. Itong si Dion Thompson, 22 minutes and 12 seconds. Yung almost 2 minutes na yon, was a game changer already. Nahirapan na itong Elasto Painters. They played catch-up for the rest of the way in the second quarter at tuloy-tuloy lang yung separation na ginagawa ng Tropang Giga.
Now we'll take a look at one of the plays that you picked out, Coach RG, involving, of course, Ronde Hollis Jefferson.
Yes, what you like about Ronde Hollis Jefferson is his ability to bring the ball down and go downhill. He can actually elude his lone defender. But what TNT is doing is they're setting someone to set a screen. And the other three guys are shooters, meaning if you're the Elasto Painters, you cannot overhelp. Look at the way Poy Eram just changed the angle of his screen and the ability of Ronde Hollis Jefferson to make that between the legs move, use the counter-attack on the offense, and then leaving his defenders behind. Clarito tried to help out, but he was already too late. 19 big points already for the TNT reinforcement. Simply unstoppable in the first 2 quarters of this ball game.
And no help after that ball screen. Dire-diretso sa ring. Itong si RSJ, as you will demonstrate it once again here on the big board.
First, you have to understand how important the shooters are for TNT. This is Jason Castro, capable shooter from the outside. This is Aurin, also can shoot from the outside, and this is Calvin of Tana. And RHJ will dribble downhill, and he will wait for the screen of Poy Eram. Poy Eram initially wanted to do the screen on this side, and this forced Dion Thompson to go to this side because they're gonna switch this ball screen. But this change of 2 things. Number 1, change of the angle of Poy Eram, change of direction of RHJ enabled him to attack the basket, leaving these 2 defenders behind, forcing Clarito to help out. Unfortunately, he was late. And the next best thing is for RHJ is go on a hard slam. So it is imperative for the Elasto Painters to communicate all the time on defense, especially on pick and roll situations. Otherwise, that will happen again.
And of course, RSJ so intelligent, looking at the angles, seeing where he wants to go. Nung nakita niya na pumwesto si Dion Thompson on the left side, he went to his left, talking about RSJ.
Where is the problem? Communication on the part of the Elasto Painters. It has to be Dion Thompson hollering where the pick is going to be. First is pick left, but unfortunately, on the switch of Poy Eram in the angle of his screen, all of a sudden, it's a different kind of defense that they should be employing. Clarito was there trying to help, but because he was also wary of Calvin of Tana shooting from the outside, hindi siya nakapag-overhelp. As a result, napakadaling slam dunk para kay Ronde Hollis Jefferson.
So there you have it, our X's and O's breakdown at the half. Lamang pa rin po ng 10 etong TNT kontra sa Rain or Shine, at magpapatuloy tayo sa second half ng ating bakbakan dito sa PBA Commissioner's Cup semifinals. This has been your X's and O's ArenaPlus Live, sama-sama sa Arena.
Sa ArenaPlus.
At magbabalik tayo para sa X's and O's ArenaPlus live coverage, now streamed on the ArenaPlus app, sama-sama sa Arena. Reminder malit to like and follow us sa aming social media accounts at ArenaPlus PH on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. The final score is...
The final score, 91-93. Grabe, parang mixed emotions ata yung nangyari sa atin. Ha? Parang
Yung
the last
fourth
2 minutes.
quarter,
Oh,
no?
actually, yes. Yung fourth quarter, parang gumaganong-ganon ang puso natin. But congratulations as well, of course, sa ating TNT Tropang Giga.
And
Yes,
the
guys.
best player of the game is none other than Poy Eram with 11.6 rebounds, 3 out of 5 field goals, and 5 out of 5 free throws.
Wow! Congrats! Diba? At syempre, ito na nga, tingnan na natin yung ating bet results.
Ayan guys, sorry ha, pero we fell short by 2 points.
Oh.
Pero yeah, hindi tayo nanalo kanina, pero okay lang yan, muntik na tayong manalo.
Okay,
so
pakita
it's the thought
natin.
that counts. Pero ito ang ating final betting situation.
Yes. But
Babawi
anyway,
tayo next time.
Babawi tayo next time. So speaking of next time, di ba?
Mahaba pa yung
Paalala
series
lang.
na to, so
Oo.
madami pa tayong pwedeng pagbetan.
bet na bet. Bet ka lang ng bet, mga Ka-Astig. So, paalala lang na dapat tuloy-tuloy nga na tayo sa ating mga promos. Kaya deposit lang din ng deposit as well. Taya lang ng taya. Syempre, for a multitude of free vouchers for your betting pleasure. And kita-kita nga rin naman tayo this Sunday on March 2 at babalik tayo sa Araneta Coliseum para yan sa ating Game 3 Semi-A.
Sobrang exciting. And to wrap things up, balik tayo with the rest of our panel for the final segment of our show with Coach Ryan Gregorio, Coach Ronnie Magsanoc, and Anton Roxas.
AR himself.
Oo, Pinoy version tayo dito
Mga kapatid at mga ka-arena, kakatapos lamang po ng isang makapigil hiningang bakbakan sa pagitan ng TNT Tropang Giga at ng Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. Tagumpay ang TNT 93-91 9-0 run ang pinakawalan ng kupunan ni Coach Yeng Giao, kaya lang kinapos sa dulo. Kaya naman, liyamado na po ang Tropang Giga sa seryeng ito, 2-0. We'd like to remind everybody watching right now, thank you, and do follow our ArenaPlus accounts at ArenaPlus PH on X, TikTok, and Instagram, at syempre, ArenaPlus on Facebook. And do follow our website and go on to www.arenaplus.ph para makasama ang more than 600,000 fans upang suportahan ang inyong mga paboritong kupunan at manlalaro. Once again, Anton Roxas po, kasama si Coach Ryan Gregorio at Coach Ronnie Magsanoc. When Ronde Hollis Jefferson fouled out of the game, that was the window of opportunity for Rain or Shine. Unfortunately, they weren't able to capitalize as they fell short in the end.
They let it slip away. 5:26 remaining in the fourth quarter. Tama yung nabanggit mo. Nag-foul out si Ronde Hollis Jefferson pero hindi nakapag-capitalize ng tuloy-tuloy. Tama ka, it was 93-82 at that point. 9-0 run for the Elasto Painters. Unfortunately, kinapos ng 2 puntos yung depensa ng TNT na talagang binibigyan talaga nila ng emphasis. Kitang-kita, especially in the last few possessions, they were able to make the necessary stops.
At ang isa sa mga locals, Coach Ronnie, na bumida para sa kupunan ni Coach Shot Reyes ay ang ating best player of the game, Poy Aram, 11 points and 6 rebounds.
Right. In terms of local firepower, hindi natin nakita yung usual explosion nila Calvin Oftana. Of course, there was Jason Castro's third quarter surge that eventually helped TNT stay afloat. Pero yung mga kontribusyon, of course, ni JPR, malaking bagay. Pati dun sa dulong possession na kung saan ibinalik siya to put pressure on the inbounder, nakatulong yun. At yun ang kinakailangan ng TNT, lalong-lalo na in the end game. In a match that could have gone either way, TNT dodging a bullet and lost opportunity definitely for Rain or Shine, because it was a 93-91 scoreline, 2 minutes and 33 remaining. How many shots were missed by both teams? And eventually, they were given the chance to either win or send the match into overtime. It could have gone to overtime without Jefferson. Definitely, they would have had a big advantage. But it was not meant to be. So, they will be going to match number 3 down 2-0.
At ang mahirap dito, syempre, sisiguraduhin na ni Ronde Hollis Jefferson na hindi siya magpa-foul out sa game number 3, Coach.
Tama yan. At alam naman natin, ayaw na ayaw, nagpapahinga yan. Nagagalit sa kanyang coach pag pinasab. Pero ito, medyo may guilt feeling siya. Dahil hindi niya natapos yung laban. But definitely, he will be available come game 3. The question mark is, Coach Ronnie, which is material, yung availability ni Jason Castro.
Yes,
He went down and he was not able to finish the game.
Let's take a look at some of the important numbers from this game. At makita po natin, 3-point field goal percentage. Lyamadong-lyamado ang TNT, Coach Ronnie.
Alam mo, sa ganitong klaseng laro, yung mga numerong yan, salamin lang ng mga ilang bagay na nangyari. But in the end, it boiled down to shot making. 1. Number 2, decision making. And number 3, sometimes luck plays a big hand to the game result. And ito, magandang pag-aralan, but eventually, again, 2 minutes and 33. A lot of things happened during that span of time. At ulitin ko, TNT dodging a bullet. Rain or Shine lost opportunity.
Let's take a look at the names na bumida para sa magkaparehong koponan na our leading scorers for this contest.
For the winning team, Ronde Hollis Jefferson top scored with 28 points, 13 points for Jason Castro, followed by 11 points for Poy Eram and Kim Aurin with 10 points. Para sa Rainer Shine Elasto Painters, 22 points for Dion Thompson, 19 kay Noko Mamuyak, 11 points, and Chongson with 10. Pero hindi pa rin natin nakikita yung usual explosion nitong Elasto Painters. Ang ganda ng depensa nitong TNT. Remember in the elimination round, all the way to the quarterfinals, more than 100 points per game ang average itong Elasto Painters. Pero ngayon, hirap na hirap talaga sila makahanap ng puntos. At dahil yan, of course, doon sa stingy defense na ginagawa ng TNT.
In game number 1, TNT won by 4 points. Dito naman sa game number 2, 2 puntos lang ang naging kalamangan ng TNT Tropang Giga at magpapatuloy ang ating semifinal sa darating na linggo, March 2 sa Smart Araneta Coliseum. 5 p.m. po, tip-off para sa bakbakang Rain or Shine at TNT. TNT, of course, leads the best-of-7 series 2-0. And in the other side, also a one-sided affair. Barangay Ginebra San Miguel leads number 1 ranked Northport 2-0 in that best-of-7. Your thoughts bago tayo magpaalam?
Well, sa unang game, tama yung nabanggit mo, it is just separated by 1 possession. So probably better execution for the Elasto Painters, limiting their turnovers, and even shooting better from the three-point area. Hopefully, that is enough for them to win Game 3. Pagdating naman sa second game natin, Coach Ronnie, medyo mas mahirap itong kailangan gawin ng Northport. Talagang natabunan sila in our first 2 games.
Alam mo, in the end, it boils down to experience for both Northport and Rain or Shine. And I believe that for their sake, these first 2 matches will be enough for them to hasten or fast-track the learning curve because that is something that they will be needing to try and stay in the series.
At dyan po nagtatapos ang ating coverage ngayon para sa ikalawang araw ng ating PBA Commissioner's Cup Semifinals. Maraming salamat sa inyong patuloy na pagsuporta sa Philippine Basketball Association. At pasalamatan din natin ang ating mga masisipag at hindi nauubusan ng energy. Walang kapaguran katulad ni Ronde Hollis Jefferson, Sofia Jahrling, and of course, Sabrina San Diego. On behalf of Coach Ryan Gregorio and of course, Coach Ronnie Magsanoc and all of us mula dito sa ArenaPlus. Ako po si Anton Roxas. Nagpapasalamat sa inyong panonood. At kami po ay magpapaalam hanggang sa muli. This has been your X's and O's ArenaPlus Live presented by ArenaPlus. Sama-sama sa Arena!
Sa Arena Plus.